very, very important. And it's probably one of the most vital things that people don't realize that has happened on LinkedIn, and it is affecting their business. In this video, I'm going to be talking about your LinkedIn posting strategy and what you need to be posting on LinkedIn as a small business owner, coach, consultant, service-based professional. And at the end of this video, I'm going to talk to you about the AI changes in LinkedIn, how that affects your visibility, and how you can jump on this AI trend on LinkedIn this week and get more visibility and more ideal clients to your profile. So let's dive in. So LinkedIn is a very different platform than any of the other social media platforms, right? So Instagram, it's talking about everybody out there, you. When you're over on Facebook, you're sharing about what you're doing. It's all about I'm doing this, You're giving a status update. On LinkedIn, you're over there connecting with other leaders. You're connecting with your peers. And that's really what makes it a lot different. And I think that when people go onto LinkedIn and they try to treat it like another platform, that's where they kind of start to fumble. And it takes a little bit of kind of figuring out what to post and what gets engagement and what you should be focusing on. So let's first talk about the fact that this is a networking meeting that you're showing up to. And because that is the reality, you want to be able to connect with other people. So no matter what you're posting on LinkedIn, you want to make sure that it is something that is going to allow you to connect with your ideal clients. So number one is the obvious: industry insights. So if something is happening in your industry, you want to be able to post that, but don't just post the link, because here is the issue with posting links on LinkedIn is that, like the other social media platforms, it's going to suppress the link, right? Because it does not want people to leave the platform. It wants people to stay on the platform and engage. So when you go out there, if you're going to share something, make sure, number one, that you put your insights, your personal opinion. That's what people want. They want to be able to connect with you. They don't want just an article from Forbes or whatever from another expert that they could probably go out and Google and look for. They want your insight. So anytime you're sharing any types of insights, make sure that you put your 2 cents to it. A really great strategy with this would be to upload a PDF, which ends up being a slide, right, that people can read on LinkedIn. And you can share the industry insights and incorporate all of your, information and your opinion in that. And those do really, really, really well on LinkedIn. And I think it's because, one, it causes people to pause and read. But the other thing is, most people don't go to that length and that effort to upload a PDF like that is like a carousel, because it takes more energy. You have got to go over to your desktop. You've got to create the PDF. So I have noticed even the few that I have created, those are my top pieces of content that perform on LinkedIn. The next one is storytelling. Now I'm going to dive into this a little extra today because I found that this is probably one of the biggest struggles that most business owners have when it comes to social media, is the storytelling aspect. And, what stories do I tell? Am I telling a story about, my success or how I did this or how I did that? Or is it my story about my business? You want to tell stories about your clients. And what it's going to look like is you're going to call out the problem that your ideal client had. Maybe you're going to state it as a question. Maybe you're going to state it as an ultimate promise, how X, Y, and Z was able to X, Y, and Z. You're going to start with some sort of hook. And then you're going to share their story of how they went from A to B. Now, when you share this, you don't have to go into massive detail on how you brought them through your program and they did this and they did this and they did this. People are just interested in the problem and the transformation. So when you're able to share those, then people go, wow, they're aware of my problem, they can solve my problem, and then you want to give a call to action. So a great call to action is going to be download my case study here. It's going to be book a call today. It's going to be message me in DMs, something like that, something that's going to get people into your email list, or they're going to actually connect with you, and you're actually going to be able to engage with them. These types of posts, for both myself and my clients, when they utilize them, are the number one post that creates leads in their business. And it's because people are problem aware and we're not solution aware. So when you start to talk about your ideal client's problems, then that's going to draw them in. And you want to be able to communicate that you have a transformation for them. So whenever you can focus in on your ideal client's problems and how you can bring that transformation, those are the posts that are going to bring a lot of leads into your business. The other thing is you could talk about behind the scenes, what's going on in your business, updates in your business, updates in your services, updates in what you're offering, any of that kind of stuff. And when you're a small business owner, behind the scenes may just be like, I'm reading this really great book, right? And then give your 2 cents on it. It doesn't have to be this full on, here's my amazing team, and when everyone's virtual, right? People just want to know what's going on in your business and how things are operating and all of that. The other thing I want to mention is that a lot of people don't jump on humor, and it is great to jump on humor or inspiration if you want a little bit more engagement. I have found, like, towards the end of the week, if I post a very inspirational post, that gets a lot of engagement. It's the end of the week and people are a little bit more relaxed, and maybe they're needing a good laugh or they're just needing some good inspiration for the week. Those types of posts are really going to do well. Now let's talk about video. The businesses that are harnessing video and utilizing video on LinkedIn are growing at a 50% higher rate than those that do not. In addition, they're getting 50% more leads into the business than those that are not. So you want to harness video on LinkedIn. And if you're going to do this, there's a couple of things that I've seen people do that you don't want to do. So let's talk about those. A lot of people are over on TikTok now and they're harnessing TikTok. They're realizing that TikTok is the number one platform. It's the top search engine that exists now. It has surpassed Google, and it's not kids, right? And so there's a lot of experts that are out there and they're getting a lot of traction in their business. But the problem is what they're doing is they're just clicking download and they're uploading over to LinkedIn. And then you've got this little watermark on your video. That's going to suppress your video, because anytime a social media, platforms sees a competitor watermark, they're going to suppress it. It would be the same if you did that with Instagram. So there's a tool called the Snaptick, and there's a lot of them out there. You can pay to do an app or whatever, but there's a free one that's Snaptick. You can put your link in and download it, and then it comes out clean and fresh. And then you can edit it for LinkedIn. And make sure that you have captions, and make sure that you put a hook on your video. What is that? That's a value add statement. So it's going to bring people in that should be watching. You want to give them a hint to the transformation that they're going to receive by watching the video. How to X, Y, and Z in 5 minutes, whatever it may be. You want to have that value statement and that hook on the first 3 seconds of your video. The next post type that I want to mention is polls. Now, people used to jump on polls because it was a way to do a poll to find out your ideal clients, and then they would message. You would go in and you'd message the people that would respond to the poll to see if you can help them, and it was a great way to get leads. But people are starting to catch on to this, and it's now becoming annoying. So if you're jumping onto that, make sure it's very authentic and those people are authentically wanting your help versus just getting a DM every time they react to a poll, because then people don't want to take the polls. Then I want to mention is the AI changes. So this is very, very important, and it's probably one of the most vital things that people don't realize that has happened on LinkedIn, and it is affecting their business. So LinkedIn has changed things. You might have noticed it's harder to find the hashtags that people are subscribed to. It's hard to even find a hashtag that anyone follows, right? Or even how to follow a hashtag anymore. They made a big announcement that they were going to push out your content that you were known for. Well, how do they know what you're known for, right? Well, number one, you've got to have a fully optimized LinkedIn profile that has all the keywords and everything that you talk about. But that is not what they are basing things on. So here is a hack that you can use in your business this week on LinkedIn to actually position your profile for the type of content that you want to be known for and to attract the right people to your profile. LinkedIn has this new AI thing where they want you to contribute to certain articles, and you'll get a request to contribute. And I did this a little bit, and I didn't really have a whole lot of a time to do it. Generally I would go and I would create articles, because articles are really, really popular and they really promote those, and that's the most viral thing you could possibly put any energy into, and then get those people that are subscribed to that list into your email list and follow up with them and all of that. But I also want to say is that when I started to do the AI articles, what happened was they started adding expert tags to my profile. So randomly, I got this email marketing expert tag because I had input all this information into this AI article. Now, obviously, they're doing this because they want to collect all of this information. They want to be like the information base for, everything, strategy in all of these different areas, right? They want you to train their AI. So this is how they are now labeling you. So if you go in and you find these AI articles and you put the information in, then they're going to tag you as that type of an expert. And anytime you start to talk on that topic, it's going to push your content up. So you can harness this and jump in. Now, I know a lot of people are resistant to AI, but it's here to stay. We might as well embrace it and jump on whatever it is that they are putting out there, because otherwise we're going to be left in the dust. So in conclusion, the 3 posts that I would really recommend that you focus in on is going to be video, articles, AI, jumping on the AI, and then really diving deep into the storytelling. Anytime you can share a transformational story from anyone that you've been able to help in your business is going to get you leads into your business. So guys, thank you so much for subscribing to my YouTube channel, and we'll see you in the next video.